Hello guys, today's episode of Unclock, we're playing a Dynamo game. I've been informed that being 25 officially puts you in Unk status in the gaming universe. Which makes me have a lot of questions about certain content creators I watch. I mean, what is a Deadlock classic, if not the pause? We'll be right back. We're back. Yeah, so we're back with another episode of Unclock. Is the name we are calling it. We're playing against Holiday Yamato, which can be a bit of an annoying matchup. My goal is to just play. I'm just gonna try and get a little in their faces, you know, not let them get everything they could ever hope to want from the. Oh, why did I think he was trying to melee me? Let me back it up a little bit. I was hitting some shots there for a minute. Wasn't too bad. It's the melee though, that's not good. Ooh, get behind the wall. Ooh, Dado minion. We went crazy there and not in the good way. So we're off to a great start on Unclock. As you can see, the youngins are doing it to me again. If I'm an Unk though, that makes a lot of content creators like actually like grandpa and father. Cause like holy fuck. Being in the real world, if you say that you're old at 25, that is the quickest way. I felt like that parry they should have given me that parry personally. But yeah, if you're in the real world and you say you are Unk or imply that you are old at the ripe age of 25, people look at you like you're an insane person, which honestly is super valid. Because why the fuck are you saying you're Unk at 25 years old? That makes literally zero sense. So I honestly don't even blame them for it. It's just like a funny observation I noticed. Nice. Good on my ward in there. That's huge. We get those back. We actually did a good chunk of damage on that first fight, so it wasn't like the worst fight in the world. It just kind of sucks that we couldn't connect the kills at the end. I was really hoping the Blicky would sing. I was trying to let that Choppa sing. I don't really know what his plan is to how he's going to play this. Nice. Bit of a struggle there, but that's okay. Sometimes like fights in Deadlock feel really weird because I feel like we forget how many options you have to play a fight out. I'm trying to heal this motherfucker, but he's like running away from me. Holy shit. We forget how many options we have to actually play something. I find myself falling into that trap a lot where like I think I'm way stronger in a fight than I am because I feel they're low HP, but low HP doesn't actually mean the most in this game. This guy is going crazy. I don't know what his problem is, but he went a little insane. So they're making me lose my entire train of thought. Let me go back to square one, which was talking about how if you are 25 years old, people, and you say, oh, I'm old, I'm Unk, whatever. There are people, normal people are like, you're literally 25 years old. You have like, you're really not that old, man. You know, and I think that's a product of social media nowadays, where you see like, we have access to seeing that certain people live certain lifestyles at certain ages, where you kind of feel like maybe you've missed your opportunity, your window. Sorry, especially being in the content creation era. I've definitely felt that a bit more, where I see certain content creators have been doing it for so long. Even some of my favorite content creators have been, you know, relevant in the scene and doing it for so much longer than I have, even if we're like the same age or something, right? So I definitely get it why people say they're Unk, and I definitely get it why older people look at you in the real world and they're like, dude, you're 25 years old, please stop saying you're Unk. These guys are just throwing haymakers. I did something on stream yesterday where I changed my keybind because my middle mouse button is a little fucked up. So I changed my keybind for self-cast to T. And for that entire time, you guys saw me pull up my 2 a couple times and then fail it, and it was because my keybind is different, and I forgot. Because I haven't played Deadlock since yesterday. This is literally the first game. We just queued up. We just queued up and said, fuck it, let's play some Deadlock, and we didn't think anything of it. I think I can kill him after this. I'm not really too concerned with that. I don't think that was that good on his part.
I'm throwing him in the tower.
He didn't melee me. Satch. This is a bloody lane. We're already sitting at 3 + 2, 5 deaths and 4 kills. They're coming out. Holiday's coming out a little. I think we're actually doing pretty well. Yamato somehow brought it back, even though he was the bloodiest victim of them all. But anyway, that brings me to the original thing I was trying to say, of that I'm not on when I got distracted. But now I remember my self-cast is on T, so I will be self-casting. I will not be messing it up anymore. I'll probably mess it up like 1 more time. But my middle mouse button is fucked up and I need to change it, so T seemed like a good option. I had to change my push to talk to G in game. I got a comment today where someone was asking me to put some more passion. I uploaded a 5-man Dynamo short. It's on the YouTube shorts if you're already on my YouTube page. Where I got a 5-man Dynamo ult, and I was just kind of like, oh, I got a couple of them. And he's like, you need to say, I got 5, and I was like, yeah, you're high key, right? But so wrong at the same time. Let's heal up a little bit here, get healing going. I'm not really used to the intensity of certain lanes. It feels... There's definitely a couple of types of Deadlock players in the game. And some of them tend to be more laid back, some tend to be more... I just need to get some iframes. And let's boost back to lane, man. Let's get the fuck out of there. We're getting beat up. Yeah, we're definitely... This is definitely a bit more violent of a lane than I'm used to in the recent history. I feel like a lot of my games recently have been a lot of people that want to play a more controlled lane phase and not just go balls to the walls. This is definitely more people that want to go balls to the wall. There's actually a lot of people that want to play like this, surprisingly enough. I find it to be kind of a risky move when I think about what the Deadlock game is about. I feel like playing the more controlled laning style is a bit better. We've been kind of on the patience arc as of recent, where we were like, oh, we need to be more patient when we play games, and we need to like relax and slow down. So this is kind of really going against that, man. I don't feel like this fight is particularly good for us. Unless Warden pops his ult, then it's pretty good. He's popping his ult, so I'm gonna go forward. Beautiful, beautiful. We haven't even like played for farm at all. Like we're just, I feel these lanes I'm less comfortable with, because it just feels like until you get someone gets the final flip, is the best way I can describe it. It feels like at some point somebody will get the final flip, and then that's kind of what you're playing for. And I'm not a super big fan of that kind of play style, man. It just feels like the game is, you're not really in control. It feels like neither people are in control of what they're doing. We're all just kind of vibe, making plays and stuff. Oh, the minion. The trooper got me, bro. That's like the worst way to go down. Fuck. So yeah, this is a bloody ass lane. I'm trying to do the whole commentary shit where I like talk about my day and stuff, and it's just like fucking me up. This game though is pretty accurate to what I've been experiencing lately. I don't even look at my rank today. Still Emissary 1. We kind of need this win now that I look. Holy fuck. Emissary 1, I lost like my last 5 Deadlock games. They were all 40-minute bangers that we ended up losing. Which I'm not really too upset about a loss. Don't get me wrong. But it's been brutal, man. I haven't been thinking about quitting Deadlock, but I've been thinking about putting it kind of on the back burner for maybe some different type of content. But The game is just too much fun, man. I can't help myself. I did not know where my warden went. I still to this day do not know where he went just now. So yeah, this is kind of what I mean about the whole who gets the final flip in these like super high paced, high action laning phases, where it just kind of feels like you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and at some point somebody will get the kill on the better timing, and that'll explode the lane for themselves. So I definitely see how it's a beneficial way to play the game, especially if you can keep the trade kills going. I feel the best way to counter these types of people is to just go ban for ban with them, which is what we did here. It didn't work out this game, but that's okay, man. I shouldn't have ulted. I didn't realize. I forgot our Guardian was that low, man. That's why I ulted there, and it was not great. Okay. I'm kind of taking a peek. Oh, pause lock. We'll be back. The pause has ended, so we are back. Let me know how you guys feel about that, by the way, if anyone wants to give a comment. I feel it fucks with me mentally because I'm still not used to this whole content creation shit. So I definitely feel it's definitely difficult sometimes to do it, but overall I feel like it just helps the video so much more if I'm not constantly having to find myself trying to find shit to talk about during a pause. It does get a little difficult sometimes to talk through the pauses, just because when they're so frequent, it gets to be a lot. This is shaping up to at least be an interesting game of Deadlock, which all I really want. Sometimes recording Deadlock is especially like pre-recorded instead of streaming it, is a dangerous game, because a lot of Deadlock games end very underwhelmingly, to say the least. I could not press my buttons properly to save my life there. One of these days we'll get a full keybind remap. This Yamato character is crazy. I kind of knew this was a huge risk to play like this with this warden. Not to shit on the warden, but to just, I feel like Yamato and Holiday kind of want this kind of game state more than me and Warden want. I feel like me and Warden want a more stable lane, and I feel like they definitely benefit a little bit more from a lane like this. So to be kind of expected in moments like this, as a support player, the best support player in Deadlock, as some people have been calling me, I like to find myself kind of trying to move around, help my teammates. Of course he has ult. Let's keep our Haze alive. Oh, I guess we don't need to keep our Haze alive. We should have kept our Dormant alive. Oh, the synergy. It seems I might have ruined the game for my team. It seems we might have ruined the game for the team. That's okay. I desperately wish I do. I'm not an FFer, bro, but I really do feel like we're at the point in Deadlock where I'm ready for an FF button. I'm ready for an FF button when things don't go my way. In the most non-toxic way possible. I feel like we can look at this game, and Deadlock comebacks are possible, but they are incredibly frustrating. I mean, as any MOBA, I imagine. Comebacks are difficult. And they're often not fun to play. No one talks about the fact of the comeback is not fun in MOBAs. This is something I've been dying to talk about in MOBAs, right? I feel in general, when you look at all the most popular MOBAs, most MOBAs tend to have a mechanic to come back. In Deadlock, you know, souls come by really fast. If you're really far ahead early, you can get a lot more out of minion waves than a team that is behind early can, or that a team that is ahead. The team that's ahead in Deadlock can typically not milk as many souls out of lanes as the teams that are ahead, or can milk more. So that's kind of the comeback mechanic for Deadlock, where, you know, we're gonna be likely to get a lot of stacked waves. The waves are gonna stack in our favor. It's gonna be very easy for us to I didn't get my 2 off. That's so sad. And their Guardian's dead. Let's just try and get out, I guess. Yeah, that guy's gone.
Get out, Daze.
And that's kind of the comeback. Deadlock League has like bounties and stuff. So there's a lot of comeback mechanics in these games, but I don't think coming back in a MOBA is ever really that fun. And I'll tell you why. It tends that when you are trying to make a comeback happen in your game of choice, it requires a type of playstyle where you're often than not trying to trade down in an attempt to get up. So, in this situation, we might overload on numbers green, and we'll lose a lot on our other lanes, but we're trying to overload because smaller victories mean more for us, right? If an even team fight for us tends to mean like a 1 for 2, for example, right? A 1 for 2 for us getting 1 kill, them getting 2 kills is way easier, is way better for us than it is for them. So you end up in these game states where you spend the entire game trading down, and hoping that you can even up the soul count and get back in the game. And I just don't think that's a very fun playstyle, right? You'll see it kind of in League. You'll have moments, games where you have to come back early, where you're overloading numbers to get bounties. You're trading. Maybe you have to trade like 3 kills for a tower, and you're in this perpetual state of trying to bring the game back through the concept of not trading. And I don't think they're fun, and that's kind of my main reasoning as to why you'll find me FFing certain matches. I'll look at the game and I'll just decide that I don't think this game is worth putting in the time to do the comeback, right? We can go back and forth for 30 minutes, yes, and win the game. That is true, correct. But we're all a little frustrated at how things went. That's a true statement. And then, so is it more worth it? To me, it feels like it would be more worth it to just say, hey, we lost the early game. We could come back if we all took 40 minutes, but we have this one guy who's really upset, really tilted, really frustrated. None of us are having that great of a time. Why don't we just FF and move on with our lives? Is where I'll stand a lot of times on the comeback conversation. I think I don't know what someone could do to make a more fun comeback mechanic. I don't know what that would entail. Oh, somebody had to be the guy, right? And
help Sinclair.
I don't know what would be fun for a comeback in a MOBA. I guess just spending 40 minutes in a MOBA is just not fun, man. Spending 40 minutes losing in a MOBA, especially because it requires such a level of finesse and teamwork to actually make the comeback happen. A lot of comebacks you see in MOBAs will end up being what I call the we almost did it, in which the almost did it special is you'll get these games where you're so close to the comeback, like you can taste it. And then what ends up happening is you guys throw out the last second and lose the game. is usually what ends up happening in these comeback situations. You're so close, you're making the perfect plays, and then you are succinctly brought back down to reality that you were in fact behind this game. And it's also one of the most deflating situations in history of gaming. We just put in, you know, everyone thought we lost the game at 10 minutes. We dragged it to a 40-minute game, and then at 40 minutes we made our first mistake as a team in a while, and then we lose the game because they were actually ahead. They were indeed ahead the entire time. And that's why that's what I think is a really big deadlock issue as well, and why I would be supportive of an FF button, because there's a lot of comebacks that you have in this game where you take one bad fight and then it just blows the game open. They get rejuve, they take down all the rest of the objectives, and then you're kind of permanently on the back foot with the waves, man. So that's why I'm a big I'm a big FF button enjoyer for Deadlock. It feels like once you get on the back, some games where you get on the back foot with Deadlock, it's very hard to find your methodology back into the game. A big philosopher over here. What should this game be called? What should the name of this video be called? I think it's gonna be like Philosopher Unclock. I don't know. Some variation of Unclock or Philosopher's Game of Deadlock. Some stupid shit, really. I always forget to proc by 3 on this character. Nice. Big kills. I mean, like, this game is a perfect example of it's kind of a really good example of what I was talking about, where we're trading down. You see us, like, you know, sacrificing our Viper, getting 2 kills over there, and then kind of just taking trades, like losing our Walker for some kills to get some souls in our pockets. You'll see us taking a lot of trades like that because that's the only way we can make it back into the game. I can look for an engage on green. I'm just gonna take my 1. I really think an underrated part of characters like Dynamo is just taking your 1s, man. The ability to just kill one guy sometimes is significantly better than trying to look for some crazy like 10-man ult. I'm gonna do my best to support this guy. 10-man ults are cool and all that, but just get your 1 sometimes, man. Look how much momentum we got off that play. That was pretty sick. Got a buffed up dog. Who let the dogs out? I know that was a weak ass part, but I got hippers and shit. I apologize. I really think Silver should die there, but what do I know? That's not good. I'm chasing this guy because I know he can't kill me. This is a chaotic ass fight, man. Lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. Sick fight though, I mean, shit. And back to the crux of the issue, man, that you have to trade down. We got a huge fight. We got a lot of souls in our pocket. A lot of KDAs look a lot better, and in return we lose our yellow. We lose all of our walkers. So we can't buy refresher yet until we get a little bit more, until we get a walker. So I'm just gonna get my upgrades here, and then buy refresher, and then I'll start looking at this stuff to build. I don't really know how to build in Deadlock, man. The MOBA puzzle is trying to figure out what items you should buy. It reminds me of that one video. I think it's Caleb City, where he's like Tavernat Scavern, and it's like when you first wake up and someone starts talking to you. That's every time I open the shop in any video game aside from League of Legends. I'm just like, yeah, man. I need anti-heal? How do I get that? My team's kind of in for me. This could be good. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a holiday bounce pad. That's why I stepped on it so blatantly. I would love. Oh, we got a one walker. We have two. No, we have one walker. We have all their guardians and a walker.
Great. I haven't seen an enemy in a while. I see holiday.
So I guess I'll get refresher on my next back.
That's not good, is it?
Refresher is an interesting concept of an item. I wonder how long it stays in the game. I will be a little surprised if refresher makes it to the final build. Not because I think it's like super broken, but just I think it creates like an unfun. I think it's I don't think it's that fun of a game mechanic, to be honest with you guys. I don't think it's super disgusting or broken, but I think some of the interactions just leave a lot to be desired. Like Graves putting two zomboids down, little grave sites. That's like not fun at all. Let's be honest, guys. No one is having fun when Graves puts in two graves. I got two. This is a big play so far. Oh, I tried. Viper, can you start it?
Or not? I guess get the walker. We'll go mid.
Defend green.
Did we trade it? Yeah, just trade it. Fuck it.
They were gonna get them all eventually. I mean, honestly, great to come back to the game for a second. This has been a great comeback. Team stayed calm, composed. I feel like we've done a great job of taking plays together. All of us involved, getting everyone. I feel like we've all done a pretty good job of staying involved and finding relevance throughout the plays. I can't think of a single teammate that I've seen so far that I don't think has had a relevant play to the game. So I can really appreciate that from my guys. I think we don't want to fight.
Let's clear the waves and we'll fight.
We still have 28 on Viper. Sorry, I had to calm for a second. But yeah, I think this is a great example of everything I was talking about in the game, where you the gameplay loop for coming back in a MOBA is to just trade, and then hope that your trades went out in the end. Which this game, it turned out to be pretty fun. I might have to recant a little bit on what I was saying before. I've actually been enjoying this game quite a bit. This was the most fun Deadlock game I've had. Win or loss, you know, from this point forward, this has been the most fun I've had on Deadlock in a good little bit. A lot of my Deadlock games have been pretty miserable to play. So I'm pretty happy about this one. We had a bloody lane phase, and then we had like a very bloody mid game. But all in all, I mean, things turned out well. It was fun. And maybe I ought to win the game from here. There's someone fighting a camp over here, but I don't really want to fight. I'd rather just group up with my team. I think we've been doing a very good job of grouping, so I want to keep doing that. You know, keep doing what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. That's another thing about MOBAs y'all gotta respect a little bit more. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, we got the Yamato ult out, which is pretty good. Okay, I have my ult. I have a refresher, so I'm definitely looking to be on a bit on demon time here. I got two on the left. And then we refresh. I got two.
we can end.
Both shrines for sure. I don't know about the end. Ending might be a bit ambitious here.
Viper, just shoot it, please.
I mean, this was a great game. I was kind of being a hater at first. This game shaped up to be a banger. I was talking all that shit. Oh, I hate coming back in MOBAs, and then now that the MOBA come back is like we're almost there. I'm like, oh, coming back in MOBA feels so good, bro. I mean, that's just the classic, right? What's up, 2
Don't think we
rejuves?
can end?
I mean, bro, I'm always down to be proven wrong. I said we just send it. We have 2 rejuves.
Fuck it, let's do it.
We got silver on the left. I'm kind of fumbling, not really doing anything in this fight right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm passionate. I'm here. Thank you. That's the best thing. That's the nicest thing someone said to me.
GG, bro.
GG's, guys.
Many.
Man. Epstein team comp is crazy. Anyway, that was a great game. That honestly brightened up my mood quite a bit. It was a very somber day. So I'm very happy with that. We got 30 assists. I mean, crank that. The Dynamo, dude, the Maffin's Dynamo is kind of being something that Legends are talking about recently. There's been a lot of people that want the Maffin's Dynamo on their team recently. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you want to see from me in the future, man.